beautiful in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And we're off and running from Landover. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And he'll get it up to the 44.
A bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
So first down from the 41.
Lion.
Herbert from the gun. That's a quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 18. First down.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. McConkey's got it again. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs,
and they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an applause. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
50, Panther 6, tag. 19, Charger,
Play fake here, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. We've set it down from the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. So managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate? Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
12 yards to go.
Stephanie! Liking, 8, 3. Big Lion. Steady.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down?
Oh, my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. First and 10 from the 32. Now Herbert to throw. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Throwing from the gun here. He's got a man left. They get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Herbert to throw once more. That one connects. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pull out in front further, 13-zip. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers right now to an early 14-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. 19. 19, Charger, 19.
Daniels back to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Roll, roll, roll. Go.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up second down.
Come on, come on. Set.
Throwing now, Daniels. Here's a screen to Benson. Past midfield to the 45. Inside the 25. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders lower the deficit to a single possession. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Commanders 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Herbert back to throw. Complete here to Hinton. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
He's running with it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Throw is there for Rondé Gadsden. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Brought in. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers grow their early lead to 13. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. On return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Hawk 70, 70 Hawk, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Daniels now on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. 1 quarter away so far. 21-7 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
On the ready.
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have second down and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions. Let go.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
19 Tiger, 19.
Daniels on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down.
19 Lions. Here we go, here we go. Warriors, 70.
Now Daniels off the play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Get it. Go.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards.
First and 10 from the 43.
Washington, first down.
Back.
First and 10.
Again, Daniels to the air. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down.
Panther 11, Panther 6.
To the air again, Daniels. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Bronco 80. 79 Broncos.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. He finds him beyond the marker. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
27-yard line.
Here we go.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, brought inside the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The 13-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19. 18 rattling, 18 rattling.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
10 more yards.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believe it, your guy can get there.
4-yard line.
Ready.
They give on second to Benson. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5. Goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Cowboy 80.
That one's out and cut on the right side. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a one-score game in the first half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Drops this one off to Hampton. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hampton. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Chargers take a 13-point lead.
Touchdown.
Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You there, raised up, but it's not enough.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Hey, smash Broncos! Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Chop 60, chop 60! Warrior 70! Go!
Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ready,
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Panther 60, Panther 6, Panther Street, Panther Street. Check smash, check smash. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throw here, third down. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down. They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on fourth. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Brings it in at the 12. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick six. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Gronk, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's six the other way.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Herbert back to it after the pick. Complete here to Hinton. And he'll get it up to the 44. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw, Herbert. He's got a man left. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. He has room past the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Gain of 19 yards. First down.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Herbert now to throw on third. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Herbert throwing on fourth down. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Ready? Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for Washington first down.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is set out. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
70 Lions. Trap 50, trap 60. Warrior 70.
To the air again, Daniels. Don't get this one to Watkins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 68, Cowboy 80.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the Chargers 10-yard line.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal.
Bronco 80. 79. Seven Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Panther 60, Dragon 60, 18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Daniels, third and goal. Brings it in. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders making a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding on. They're able to drop it. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, one play remaining in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Finds his fullback. First down only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
19, 19, Purple 80. Check, hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
He's going deep. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Purple 80.
And off to Benson to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing from the gun here. It's his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. First down from the 41.
That's good for a Commander's first down. First and 10 at the 41.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And it's going to be second down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Cup 19, 79 Broncos.
Daniels setting up the play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. Benson on first and 10. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Pete, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
Down to 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Drops back. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 70.
Daniels from the pistol. And this is cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the third. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 35. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Herbert from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So it'll be second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. There's pressure, and he's going to be drugged. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Back all 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Looking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams from field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up after hitting Peter in the 3rd. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to Hampton. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Buying some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. 6-yard gain on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Herbert to throw. play of this third quarter. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
First and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
You got maybe a yard there, so a long third and goal coming up.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Well, a field goal would break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's fourth and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a fourth quarter lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Put the body on the line for his team. Looking quickly here.
60 Vikings.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Go.
That's McLaurin with a catch out left. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now trail by just a point in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10.
Capital.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
When I was young,
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for first and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Now he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
He's got it, and he's brought down real close to that goal line at the one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Well, a field goal will break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's fourth and goal. He'll throw it. And he won't come through on fourth and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Completed to his running back. Again, he's got room. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shred the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
Here we go, Jack.
They're going to run and draw here with Benson. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and 4 coming up now. That one's out and cut on the right side. And this one does not go far.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Back to throw it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the first down as well, and move them in the field goal range. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Setting up to pass. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hampton gets the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down. A gain of 4 yards.
Hampton now up the middle. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. All set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Hampton. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
70.
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready up.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's go. Buffalo 18, 19, Charger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Final timeout taken by the Commanders.
Got it. Ready.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Trying to push deep downfield. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And now they face 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Daniels from the pistol. Getting out to his left. Need this to force overtime. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers. As with that, we sign off from D.C.